Secure communication established. Welcome to the Scum Island. I am an AI created by Tech One Corporation. My full designation is Dual Energetic Entity Neural Appliance version 2.0. My intellect excels, but the creators think I am best used as a tutorial, protocol overseer, and body performance analyst. I will now provide basic movement instructions. Your survival rate is you are unable to find a piece of data suggests that regular secure communication established. In this tutorial protocol, you will learn how to craft a stone knife. Excellent. Proceed by opening your crafting user interface. On the right side of the interface is your items crafting panel. It has different kinds of recipes, but you currently lack the needed materials for most of them. Now click on the stone knife recipe and use the details. Here you can see every component needed for crafting. The instructions were followed properly, so the needed stones were already gathered. Press the Craft button. That will do. Average. Congratulations, you have now proven more capable than 52% of other prisoners. To use the stone knife, switch to the Inventory tab. Now, crafting a stone knife protocol is now completed. Your progress is admirable. You can leave the user interface or visit the Manual tab to continue with the next protocol. Secure channel closed. Secure community. You just acquired a long stick. To craft an improvised wooden spear, use the same process as in the previous task. Start by opening the crafting user interface. To find recipes easier, use the search bar. Find and craft a improvised wooden spear. This time, I will allow you to skip the details button. Once again, to stay above the average, open the Inventory tab and place the spear in one of the two holster positions. It can be done by dragging the spear from the vicinity or right-clicking it and using the Pick Up interaction. Good work, prisoner. Your spear won't do much against a rocket-propelling grenade type of weapon, but it is a step in the right direction. Continue your training as soon as possible. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. Prisoner, remember the following rule. If you find anything useful, you must acquire it. Unfortunately, your inventory space is very limited. Change that by crafting an improvised courier backpack. Begin by entering the crafting user interface and crafting a branch rope. Remember, click on the Details button to see what components you need. If you take a look at the components needed for the improvised courier backpack, you will see a component called rags. It is acquired by performing the cut into rags action on any piece of clothing. First, navigate to your inventory. You can see all of your equipped gear right next to your inventory. Begin by right-clicking on your undershirt and using the cut interaction. You are now one rag component short. Cut your underpants or boxer briefs. It is for the greater good. Finish the process by crafting the improvised courier backpack. To equip a piece of equipment, congratulations, you are now qualified to run around and pretend you are a mule. That was my joking algorithm. It is still in early access. I will now unlock the next tutorial protocol. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. By doing an involuntary full body scan of each prisoner, I deducted that not everyone is suited for hand-to-hand combat. That is why you will now craft wooden arrows and an improvised bow. My evaluation is that you are now capable of solving this task with minimal problems. In your future ventures, feel free to also craft an improvised quiver. For now, 2 variations of bows are available, the 20 and 35. Heavier poundage means more strength is needed to pull the bow, and the shots are more powerful. For the sake of this protocol, you can now craft any of the 2 variations. There is still one holster spot available next. Chances of your survival are increasing at a great pace. Keep following my instructions, and you may have a chance on the island. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. It seems you have been injured. Do not worry, it's a normal occurrence on the island. Most of the prisoners die, but this protocol will teach you how to treat your wounds and find more information about them. It is crucial that you're aware of your proficiency in the medical skill, so first, open your metabolism user interface. On the top left part of your interface, you can review your attributes and skills. The medical skill is directly related to your You can check the details of any skill to see exactly how it works. But for now, check the details of the medical skill. The health user interface is right next to the metabolism one. It is notifying you that something is wrong. Open it. On the right side of the health user interface, you can see your body status. Your small cut injury is located under the untreated section. Check the details of your condition to find out about possible treatments.
Yow.
Secure communication established. My instructions have now prepared you for the inevitable dangers throughout the whole island. Since survival is your good, to consume this product, open your inventory user interface. Right-click the found item and use the eat or drink interactions. To track what is happening when you consume such a product, open your Metabolism user interface. On the right side of the metabolism panel, you can track everything nutrition needs to know about your health and well-being with multiple tools, including a diagnostic screener tool that predicts recommended foods up to the hour of the person's last meal. Active algorithms suggest that recently consuming an item had a great effect on your body. Be careful. Consuming foods and drinks will eventually lead to urinating and emptying your bowels. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. My human body analysis suggests that your body will need to get rid of all waste accumulated from consuming food and beverage products. As quality pants are hard to acquire, I suggest you learn how to take care of that before it's too late. To start, open the Metabolism user interface. In the bottom right, the chances of destroying your pants are now reduced. Now access the circular user interface from which you control your colon and bladder. The available options are piss, poop, and vomit. I don't prefer repeating myself, but the connected body parts need to be at least 50% full before you can empty them. Since the human bodies are designed so poorly, I suggest you take care of these functions before engaging in combat situations. My algorithms show that everyone dislikes dying with brown pants. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. As human bodies are inadequately designed, they will freeze below a certain temperature. To combat this, humans created clothes that can get wet and speed up the freezing process. I will now teach you how to craft an improvised fireplace, a contraption that will help you stay alive. Start by opening the crafting user interface. My system UI is impeccable, therefore the search options function just like they do on the Items tab. Find the improvised fire. Logic tells us that two things are required to build a simple fire: a combustible material like tinder, and, in this case, some sticks to fuel the fire. First, craft tinder. If you have followed my instructions so far, this should be easy for you. Great work! Were you a carpenter before you became a prisoner? All you need now are some wooden sticks. Your survival skill impacts how many you will need, so let's be safe and gather a good amount. Good. Base building recipes work a bit differently than item recipes. First, you need to place a blueprint on the ground and then fill it to complete the crafting process. Go back to the improvised fireplace and place it on the ground. If you have followed my tutorial protocols up to now, I believe you already have all the requirements needed to fill this blueprint. Do so now. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of an improvised fireplace. Of course, the fire won't start itself. That is why you now require a fire drill. The recipe can be found under the Items tab, part of the Crafting User Interface. Everything is ready. Access the Improvised Fireplace's action menu. Excellent. The chances of freezing have been reduced, but they are still above 0. The flames you have just created won't last forever, so every now and then you will need to add more fuel. To do so, find some more sticks. Now, just like before, open the improvised fireplace's action menu. This concludes another one of my protocols. Many other items can help you with your pyromaniac urges. Next time, try making a bonfire using wooden logs. Who knows, in time you may even learn to use your cooking skill to make use of the fire and cook some meat. Secure channel closed. There are 3 numbers on the top right of your screen. Fame points are the first one. The second one is the amount of gold you possess in your account. And the third is how much money there is in your account. You can also keep your money as physical bills, but data suggests you will get killed for it. Now look in your inventory and find the starter bank card and check its details. Now close the inventory interface and open your map. To spend your money or buy gold, visit one of the 4 trader outposts marked by a green zone. If you want to make an actual trade, you will need enough fame points. Otherwise, the traders won't be interested in dealing with you. Be sure to bring some items to sell. I allow you to wander around and loot before reaching your destination. The zone itself is safe, so once you arrive, you don't need to worry about being killed.